and YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, 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 welcome back to Davis and D. I know it's been a while. I've been hiding. I have a
Hiding for too
very
long. Let me
I
see.
have a very special guest that has brought me out of hiding. And first, I want to thank you for it. I appreciate all of your encouragement because I need it.
No problem.
So, uh, can y'all see me? Can you see me?
I can see.
Okay. Um, Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's such an honor and a pleasure.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Um, I'm gonna just jump into the questions, but then
Okay.
I might add some stuff as we go. Who knows? Who
Okay,
knows?
now y'all take it easy on me because Lula didn't tell me this was
We
gonna be live. Okay. So I'm gonna try to filter as much as I can, but I'm ready.
listen. Be so, Davis and D. This is the safe zone. Be your unapologetic self. Tell your truth.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Who are you?
Ooh, who is Misha? I don't know. That's hard. You came hard. First of all, I'm a child of God. That's number one, the most important in my life. Um, the Bible says, "Crucify your flesh daily," and that's something that I try to do because Lord knows I want to go to heaven. I want to go, and I try to pass the test. Lord, even if you give me a D minus, like my pastor says, even if you give me a B minus, I'm cool with that. So I'm definitely a child of God. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. I'm a chair commissioner. Um, I'm a CEO. I'm a COO. Yeah, that's Misha
And a student.
and a student.
Yes. That's a lot.
It's a lot. It is.
May I ask you? I guess you're not supposed to ask, but I'm gonna ask. How old are you?
I'm 25. I'll be 26 on the 26th of December.
Indeed. Nice. That is a long list of accomplishments for a 25-year-old.
Thank
How
you.
often do you pat yourself on the back?
Not often because it was so crazy. I was just talking to Trisha earlier. My dad, and my mom, but I remember this particular moment on our way to school. I think we were going to Bradford Academy at the time. So I was like in elementary. Trisha was young. And my dad said, told us like we weren't average. He said, my children will not be average.
Yes.
So on the things or that, people say, oh, you did a good job on or this and that, I don't. Like, it's not, I don't want to say good enough for me, but I always try to reach for more, reach for better.
Absolutely. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
It
'Cause
is when.
sometimes people don't understand my logic.
Oh no, that makes sense to me. This lady once told me that you don't know how big you are. So when
Okay.
you walk into a room, you take up space. Not that you want to, you just do. And I don't think at the time I thought that was a bad thing.
Hmm.
But being a child of God, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So, yes, ma'am. How did we meet?
We, but Father, forgive me, because I was about to say something. I was about, I was about to
You
say
say
something.
crucified daily.
Lord
Don't time
Jesus,
about a
we
minute.
we we met at a previous church.
Yes. Yes. I again, I thank God for all the opportunities that He gives to learn, to trust Him that much more, to have faith in Him that much more.
Absolutely.
Um, what does community mean to you?
Oh my God, it means everything to me. Um, I'm going to probably reference my parents and grandparents so much because they are a big part of who Lamicia LaShawn Neighbor is. I've seen all of my life, my parents, my mother, give
Mm.
to the community. My grandmother give to the community. And that's just something that we love to do, and what they instilled in me, Trisha and Trey. Um, I never forget this one Christmas, because my birthday in December, my day after, and Trisha's the 29th. My parents said, "Well, we're not gonna go to Florida this year, y'all. We can't afford to take you both to Florida." And every year we would always go to Cass Quarters, even before the church. And my godparents, and we would go, and Corey and Trish and them, and we would go and pass out stuff just as a family. They said, "We can't afford to do both. Would you rather us do the giving, or would you rather take us to Florida?" And we all said, "We gonna Florida. It's okay. Let's still give." And they you know did a joke on us, because they were still going to say, because they wanted to see our answer. Um, and I knew at that moment, like, wow, like, we really like selfless, and this is what we love to do. I absolutely love. I think community is outreach, and I think one of the things that's consistent in the Bible is God was always giving, and showed love and compassion, and to give to His people.
Mhm.
Um, and if everybody is not going to come to church, so I think if you have a little bit of God in you, that you can touch everybody in the community that you can, by showing them who you are.
I
So
agree.
that's what community means to me.
Indeed, I agree. A lot of times, um, church people, where
Mhm.
you'll bless me and pray for me, but I'm still hungry,
Absolutely.
and I can say, without a doubt, you your family absolutely represents the community, takes care
Oh.
of the community. Um, it motivates me
Mhm.
because you all do, and then you do a good job at it.
I appreciate it.
It is one of the things that I first heard your dad say in praying for the community and going and anointing schools and knowing which school each child went to, and to go and anoint that school and be concerned. It matters. It really
It
does.
matters.
And not losing any children. So
It
thank
matters.
you.
Thank you. You definitely been a blessing to all of the communities, all of the communities, Lord forgive me, all the communities too, but all of the companies that we operate,
Absolutely.
and do community service, that we service them. It's a blessing. I absolutely love it, and my prayer is that we, can do more.
Indeed. Indeed. One person, one family at a time. One
Absolutely.
community at a time.
Absolutely.
So part of um, the reason for your encouragement of me going live,
Mhm.
um, there you do a lot in the community,
Mhm.
and you have a special event coming up. I had to ask you, what is this? What does it entail? So this special event is a cheer dance competition.
Mhm.
Can you give us a little bit of what is that?
Basically, so for people that may not know, my parents own Oak Park Saints, uh about to be Saint Sports Academy, little league team. We service, well, the services that we offer is football, basketball, baseball, cheer, and dance. And what a cheer competition is basically young girls getting the opportunity to showcase what they do, because all year long they root for the boys playing football, basketball, but they don't necessarily get those
Hard.
to the competition. So this is their time to be recognized on a big platform, on a big level, to see all their flips, jumps, moves, voices, um, and just giving back, and showcasing them, because the boys get showcased all year long, right? So this is their time to be on the big platform, on the big level.
Absolutely. One of the things that I'm learning through this process. It's a big deal.
Oh,
Like
it's a big.
it's a very big deal. And cheer is, you think it's just dance, it's just cheer.
Mhm.
No, it's a big deal. You got
Yeah.
costumes, you got um
Makeup, hair,
hey,
stunt.
go ahead, go down the list.
Stunting. No, I'm just saying, like, just from me, I cheered, and I cheered in middle school. And then my sister cheered in middle school, and she cheered in elementary, middle school, and high school. So even outside of my experience, I experienced it for my sister. And then for the Oak Park Saints, I've been a cheer commissioner since we started in 2016. It is a big deal, to renting out gyms, to getting costumes, to getting hotels, to getting people to do hair, people to do makeup, um, getting bus, but transportation, because you want to make sure all your girls is there at a certain time. If you miss your check-in time, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal,
Okay. Okay.
as it should be. I think young ladies now need to look forward to something.
Absolutely.
I think that's important. I think that's important. I think they need to look forward to something that they want to do.
Absolutely. And that's another aspect of it being a big deal because
Mhm.
these young ladies do put in the work. They do put in the time to practice, to make sure they are uniform, to make
Mhm.
sure they do have themselves together, to make sure that not only are they not, they're representing their family, but they're representing the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And again, it's a big deal. And
It is.
you said doing, you have been the cheer commissioner since 2016.
Well, let me not. I'm now that I'm thinking about it. I'm lying. I have acted as the cheer commissioner since 2016, but they cannot officially put me on the roster because I wasn't 18 yet. So I
Gotcha.
was doing the cheer commissioner duties since my junior year in high school.
Nice.
But
N-
I wasn't 18, so they couldn't put me on the paperwork as the chair commissioner. But I can't remember when I officially became. But
mhm.
but but yeah,
That goes back to your dedication
for
and
sure.
the legacy and the longevity that you have put into this. How many years have you had this cheer competition?
So this will be my first year for the cheer competition.
Hmm.
Um, but I last year we did a cheer showcase.
Hmm.
But this will be my first time doing a cheer competition.
So, what happened with the cheer showcase?
It went I'm hard on myself, but it went well. I enjoyed it. Um, it was really fun to see girls from different, because a lot of people may not know, but you have different leagues. You may have PAL, you may have gyms, Sound Mind, Sound Body. You have multiple different Pop Warner, ESFL, AFFL. You have a bunch of different leagues in whatever state that you're in, and they don't get to compete against each other. So this one I wanted to, you can be a part of any league, it doesn't matter. And you can participate. And then also what I did was, as a cheer commissioner, who we service, as a lot of, even though we are called Oak Park Saints, we serve a lot of inner city kids that come from Detroit, Pontiac, Highland Park area. We really don't have a lot of Oak Park kids, to be honest with you. And who can't, it's hard to raise funds and money to go to these big competitions in Florida. So what I decided to do, even for my showcase and what I'm doing for my competition, is do something in December and November. And what I do is I share a percentage of, let's say you're a team and your team is called the Tigers, and what I do for the Tigers is, okay, I'm gonna give you a certain amount of tickets that you say that you're willing to, that you can sell, and you get every ticket that you sell prior to the event, you get a percentage off. And what that can do is that can help you pay for dues and fees, transportation for your girls, makeup, hair, uniforms. And then also what I do is I also had I started a group message on Facebook messages with a lot of the coaches who are newer, and to help them with how I found discounts on shirts or uniforms or shoes, and I help them out on that level, and we all share ideas because it's enough of us to go around to help these girls to get what they need, because it's much more than coaching now.
Absolutely.
Before, when a girl had an attitude, you can call your mama. I knew I couldn't do that, when I was cheering. Like, my mom got a bad report. First of all, she was gonna pop me in my mouth at the practice in front of everybody. Then I know I was gonna get it when I get home. At this generation, it's different. I
Yeah,
have girls who I've never seen their parents at a game. I've never seen their parents at a competition, and they've been with my program for years. It's a different age now, and I think that's when us coaches and presidents and vice presidents, we have to kind of all work together and be mentors at this point to these girls and God, the boys too, um, to help get them to the next level of adulthood, um, the right way.
that's good. That's good. So not this cheer dance competition
Hmm.
is again community based.
It
Uh,
is.
the if you bring your team into this competition, you're going to benefit no matter what.
You're gonna benefit no matter what. Not only will you get a platform, um, to showcase your girls and potentially get a trophy, but you'll also be able to financially take take away from that, if
Absolutely.
that's your desire.
Absolutely. With that being said, um, because we all need help or assistance and monies and supplies and things.
Hmm.
What is it that the community can do to help you to make sure that this showcases the girls and the community in the competition?
One thing, you know, one thing is I asked for Ray Ray and Pookie and them to stay at home if they know they're gonna be disrespectful, because I will have armed security there, number one. So don't come in there with nothing, because my number one priority is safety. Um, to make sure that all the girls are safe, and
And it's
also
about the
have
kids.
is for the kids. And also to make sure we don't have any hecklers. But for people that maybe can't come to the competition, um, if you would like to, just simply sharing a flyer is helpful. Everybody knows somebody. Simply
Indeed.
sharing a flyer, or if you want to, donate something, you can donate to, what's her cash app for free to end. It's, I
Um,
believe it's FAMCC2. If you want to donate there, as well,
mhm.
um, that would help us. Yep, it's FAMCC2. It's our cash app for free to end absence. So, um, that's how and pray. Pray for me and the staff that's going to do that, and coaches and girls, that no one gets injured. um I'm speaking in advance, somebody will get hurt or injured during this competition, that we will have a safe environment, and all will be well.
Amen. Thank you. Um, I thank you for that. Again, I think I'm getting excited, and
Are you?
I am. I really am because, like you said, a lot of times the cheer dance don't get as much hype as they need,
Hmm.
especially on the football field or on the court or any of that because of the game itself. And for
Hmm.
them to have an opportunity to hype themselves up, to pat themselves on the back and encourage one another. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I think we need more of it on a daily basis. But,
absolutely.
since we got to start somewhere.
We have to start somewhere, and we are actually we are working on, for April, a cheer weekend. But this one is kind of going to be a workshop where we're going to bring people in to help coaches, give coaches resources financially, physically, showing them how to do different techniques to take back to the girls, showing them different materials on how they can, cut the cost down, for their organization, because that's always the number one issue with funding. Um,
Absolutely.
and then also do a workshop for the girls too, right?
Right.
Um, do this is how you stump, right? This is how you do this. So we're working on that as well.
Nice. Nice. Um, can you give any sneak previews of who might be at this competition? Just a little bit, just a little, just in
I
case
don't want to.
somebody.
I don't want to say yet
Okay.
because we still got stuff working, but I can guarantee you I will be there.
Facts. Facts.
Guarantee
Nice.
you that I will be there for sure.
Nice. Um, I thank you again. I appreciate you coming tonight. All of your encouragement. I know it's been a long day. Did you have practice today?
I did. Y'all,
Yes.
Lulu set me up. I could have put on a good wig
Yeah.
and everything because at first I thought we was having another meeting about something, and then she pulled up this live stream. I said, "Oh, we going live." Yeah, I would have put on a good wig, but yes, I did have practice today.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I did have practice. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you. My last question, and this is maybe two.
Okay.
Um, this might be personal. I don't know if you want to say it or not. But are you single, married?
Yeah. I'm.
You never know. You never know.
Yes, I'm single.
You're single. Okay.
I
Are you
am.
dating?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Am I dating multiple people or am I dating this one particular person?
Uh. No, just
Well,
dating.
let me ask this: what's your definition of dating? Because I've been noticing lately, every generation got a different definition of dating.
My definition of dating as an
Okay.
old school is you go out to dinner, have lunch, go to movie with the opposite sex.
Okay.
That's dating. Not exclusive or any of that.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's
Um
but it's
yes.
not anybody that I'm like in a relationship with.
Okay. Okay. Um
You got somebody for me, Lulu? You hooking me up?
no, I'm not good at that.
Oh
I'm,
God.
I'm not good at it. But I don't know. You never know who watching.
At
You
least
never
I'm
know
honest.
who
At least you
looking. Now you know.
at least you honest.
I listen, and I'm saying this up front. You gotta come through me first to get to her.
Uh oh.
The bar high. Oh,
Uh
then you gotta get through her daddy. So I don't
oh.
know, but it's worth it. She
Uh
absolutely worth it. You
oh.
you are the prize.
I appreciate it, but Lulu, I don't know. I just may be the good old auntie because this generation different.
Facts.
This gen this
Facts.
generation different. I was yeah. This
That And I'm glad you said that because that is part of the reason why I have uh, committed myself. I'm coming back. I'm making my videos. I'm coming back because I got questions. I don't understand.
it
Y'all
may be this may be off topic, but I don't know because I'm gonna share the live. So and I think he followed me on Facebook, so he makes it. But it was this particular. I'm trying to figure out how to say. It's this
young man,
gentleman
gentleman,
that
male persuasion.
he was doing something for me, and it had got late because I needed to do something like in a timely fashion. So he was helping me out, and we was out late. And he said, "Well, no, I want to hold you up because I want your husband to get mad at me." And I said, "Baby, I ain't got no ring on my finger. I'm single." This man's next response was to me, oh, "Okay, well then you ain't gonna say nothing when I send you an inappropriate picture tonight."
Yes, I am. I don't want
I
that.
would tell you, I was so shocked. Number one, I had kids in my car. I had kids, children in my car. My car packed with kids, so they looking like I'm like, but and guess what? He's in his 40s.
Oh, and you're 25.
Yes, and he's in his 40s, and that's what he told me.
No, thank you.
But that's what he told me. But I'm almost convinced I'm just gonna be the cool auntie, and Trish and Trey just gone because I can't fake the funk.
Hey, and I'm so grateful that don't do it ever.
I can't
Don't,
fake the funk.
don't.
And then
Mm-mm.
I like being by myself. I think maybe because I was the only child for a long time. I like being by my like Amisha has fun by herself. I have fun by myself. I am dating. I date myself all the time. I take myself to the
Absolutely.
movies. I take my excuse
Yes.
me. I take myself out to eat. Like Amisha dates Misha all the time.
Yes.
But yeah, this generation. Let me say this. I'm not gonna put that on everybody, but just not. Let me say this. Most of the men, just in case of one of them, he was saying some. I ain't gonna say most. Some of the men that I've encountered dating just haven't been it. I
They're
have
not.
never introduced a guy to my parents ever.
Mm.
The only reason why maybe a guy that knew my parents is because they knew them prior to us dating. But like dating and never knew my parents, I've never introduced anybody to my parents because that is a big deal to me. I
Yes.
hold my parents on a high pedestal. I respect my parents. I love my parents. They are the reason why Misha does the things that she does. My mother is the hardest working person I've seen in my life, and that's where I get my drive of how I do 5 classes a semester, full time job, and do all this other stuff from seeing her. Um,
Absolutely.
but I
I
haven't
seen that.
been.
Excuse me to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead. No, I'm done.
I seen that lady get off of work, working a midnight shift, do a church service and an event afterward, and still went to work the next night.
Absolutely.
I saw it
That's
myself. Yeah.
that is my mother's daily.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's now I'm not all the way there. I'm not
Mm-mm.
all the way there,
Uh-uh.
but I'm close, but I'm not all the way there
Yeah.
because I can't do midnights. I ain't gonna say I can't because I never know what the Lord may put in my life, and I may have.
Right.
But if I have the choice, I don't want to do midnights. When the sun going down, my eyes want to close. That's
I
how.
agree. As as an intercessor, it was when they pop open, it's like, oh, okay. I guess it's
Yeah,
we gotta
nah.
pray.
Mm. You just gotta pray for me, Lou. I don't know.
Yes, yes. We all need it. Prayer is essential for
Absolutely.
this walk. Again, I thank you. What?
That's. I thought it was gonna be harder. Oh,
No.
please,
I
please.
told you this the safe zone.
This.
No, be
When I get to
yourself.
ask you questions, I'm just playing. I'm
Go
just playing.
ahead. You
I'm just.
so this was going my last question was going to be for you
I
was
don't
going to be to tell us a secret about you, something that nobody would think. People have first impressions about you. So, what would be something that somebody would say, that's good to know.
I don't know, but I don't know. This is gonna be like good to know, but I typically don't rest. I sleep, meaning I have dreams about what I have to do. Like I have dreams about okay, well, this is how I want the competition to go, or this is what I need to do for Oak Park Saints or Worship or whatever. So I typically rest on vacation,
Mm, mm-hmm. You
and
work hard and
I
play
get
hard.
I get my best rest in the month of December. Oak Park
Mhm.
Saints is done. We probably done wrapped up on a lot of stuff for the other companies. It's kind of chilled until the end of January.
Mhm.
That is when I really like my mind just relaxes
Mhm.
for the most part.
Can I translate that to say that when people want to pick your brain, they can?
If people want to pick my brain, absolutely.
They can.
Oh, absolutely for sure.
Okay. Okay.
I don't mind anybody asking me a question. I'm not a gatekeeper on information.
That's
If
good.
if because somebody had to help me, somebody had to tell me, or or show me, So why be a gate? And that's just not godly. Like that's not of God to be a gatekeeper. I want everybody to win, and I think that's
Absolutely.
how everybody try to be secretive of what they have, or how they learned this, or what information that they have. I mean, why do that? We can. It's so many people on this planet. We can service so many people. So why be in competition? I'm in competition with me.
Right.
No, and another thing, nobody gets on Misha like Misha gets on her.
Understood.
I
Understood.
I get on me the worst. A simple mistake I can have that can happen at work. I am mad with myself for at least 2 weeks. A simple mistake. That is just how I just trained my mind. And I always go back to the conversation. My dad said, "You're not average."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So that's just my mindset. That's just my mindset in that. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard, even going back to the dating conversation. And I'm probably rambling, but going back to the dating conversation, it's hard to have somebody that is uh what's the right word, that understands my work ethic. I don't date many guys that get it, that do
Yeah.
what I like. I'm not even. I literally just blocked somebody today who I've on and off for 10 years. We've been talking, and he still doesn't get why I last week we did vacation Bible school. Like, why are you doing vacation Bible school when you could be going to work and get money? Like, he doesn't understand volunteering and all of that stuff, and it's not always for a profit, and that's
Right.
not somebody that I can be with in the long run,
Absolutely.
because giving back is what I want to do.
Yes. What most people don't understand that giving back, you get so much in return that there's no amount of monetary value that you can place on it.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
just it's just not. And it's when you're there, you're there. When you're not, you're not. I get it. Part of the title of this session was bring your boldness.
Hmm.
And I that's essentially what you're saying. When you come to me, if my boldness excites you, then you got to be just as bold.
Hmm.
Why would you see this bright shining diamond and you come and you want to dim it? That doesn't make sense. And I think we as a community, we as a people, we need to learn how to shine one another up a little better. It doesn't hurt me if I help you shine. I'm gonna shine regardless.
Absolutely. And I think an important thing too is with being a leader, um, is knowing everyone's strengths and weaknesses too.
Absolutely.
And I think oftentimes an insecure leader can be the downfall of many uh ideas that could have been massive or huge, or churches or organizations, companies, because of an insecure leader.
Absolutely.
And I tell my coaches all the time, I tell them it's such a difference between authority and influence.
Absolutely.
I said, it's such a difference. Authority, yeah, you may have authority over the girls and you tell them what to do, but they may not do it and they may get mad about it. But if you have fluent influence over them, because they trust you and you have that bond, they may not want to do it, but they're going to do it because you have their influence.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that plays a big part. Now, mind you, I'm 25, so they always, they call me the old grandma, because I'm the youngest. But
UTT.
I'm the youngest, but I act the oldest. They know, don't cuss in front of me.
Yes.
They know that, like, one, she grew out of my program 2 years ago. and never seen her mom uh at the, I never seen her mom at a game or anything. And she said the A word. She said, "Oh my, oh, I'm sorry, Coach Misha. I'm sorry." And oh, that's good creative standard. And I was like, even and influence lasts. You're not gonna always have the authority over the same person, right? So even after her being out of my day to day presence, she after 2 years, she still
Absolutely.
respected the fact that Coach Mitchell don't allow cussing in front of her or around her. So let me apologize and watch my mouth.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
They ain't ready for that conversation.
We should, and we should have it. That's the unapologetic part about uh, Davis and D and why I'm back. I love hard. I love, excuse me, I love unapologetically. Sometimes my words might be a little abrasive, but it's out of love, and I want everybody to be better. We are in a time now where your best is not what's encouraged. And I think that sucks. Give your best every time, all the time.
I think to even, I mean, just taking it to the natural would work. Um, I think I've had managers to say, well, yeah, she only pushing out three, I'm gonna just say three calls, but that's three more we didn't have, instead of holding that person to a standard saying this is the mandate, you need to be making 1,000 calls
Absolutely.
or I'm gonna write you up. But because it's so hard to keep people, y'all not ready for this conversation. It's so hard to keep people. You rather just have anybody, because that also goes to how some women deal with their relationships. Like I know so many women that I can name off names that would just say, "Oh, he not working. He on the couch. He not cooking. He dropping me off in the morning in my car. And when I get home, I still gotta cook and clean. He may not be the best man, but I still got a man. That ain't never gonna be me."
Absolutely.
I dealt with one broken word when I was young, and I vowed I'd never do it again. But I never was that dumb.
You said I was never that dumb. I was dumb, but not that dumb.
Because I think people are just afraid of being alone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that going back to when you asked me what I meant by dating. You have to date yourself as well, like you said.
Hmm.
You have to date yourself. Find out what you like, what you don't like. If you put all of that into somebody else, if that somebody else leaves, you still don't know who you are because
Yeah.
you put everything in that person. Love who you are. Live loved in yourself, unapologetically. God created you with your own fingerprints, your own processes, your own thoughts. We were in we had a evangelism class. I attended an evangelism class yesterday,
Hmm.
and um, something that the gentleman said just kind of stuck with me, and it
Hmm.
just came back up. We have it's this failure thing. I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I want to fail. If you don't fall or fail at doing something, then you won't appreciate your successes.
Yeah.
You won't understand, well, that didn't work. Let me try this way. Okay, this worked. Let me improve in this way. That's
Yes.
how you get to improvement and to better and to recovery and pursuing God's absolute perfect design for us.
Yeah.
So,
They not ready for the standard conversation though.
well, it's coming. You got it. I'm here. My internet working sometimes, so if it's working, I'm here. I'm gonna be on here and be talking.
But you gotta have a deep one about that standard.
Yes, yes, and it's okay to have one.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna understand it, but you absolutely have to have a standard. Call it a standard. Call it boundaries. Call it. whatever you need to call it to have one, but get it.
I think I had a standard, and I am just now setting my boundaries and sticking to them,
Yes, ma'am.
because I think, for me, I wasn't sticking to my boundaries. And I would kind of have the opposite of what we were talking about. I would be dating, but because I got 5 classes, I'm working a full time job in all these other companies, it was kind of hard for me to date. And
Mhm.
so when somebody needed me from one of the companies, I would drop everything and do that. And now I'm sticking to that.
Absolutely.
My No, I'm off the clock. I'm doing this. I'm out, or I'm away.
Hmm.
And I think that plays a big part into Misha too, because because it was somebody that I was dating. I'm gonna say last year, because yeah, last year, who he was like one step from, like, I would say, meeting my parents. Awesome young man. Now, if I at the time I was 24, he was 22. Okay, Lula, I fumbled the bag on this one. I ain't gonna lie. His own car, his own house. Okay,
Okay. Why you
at
say you fumbled?
22, because he was. I ain't gonna say I fumbled the bag. I'm not gonna say that. But that situation definitely taught me what to do next when I found somebody that I had a connection with. I definitely had a connection with him.
Hmm.
Um, he definitely had a relationship with God, and he was old school. At 22, he was raised by his grandparents. We have been on a couple dates, and for me, I don't know, other women disagree, but after a couple dates, I'm okay with picking up the tab. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Hmm.
have to be all the time.
I
And then
agree.
when we were going bowling, after we had just came to eat, he had paid for that. We were going to go bowling, and I said, "Babe, I got it." And he told me, he said, "Don't you ever disrespect me like that." He said, "You will never have to open the door, pay for anything." Now, mind you, this man 22.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
but also, I have seen women in my community, I would say that have um how can I say it? That have, you know uh stayed maybe in a relationship or dealt with certain things because of their financial status or whatever, right?
Hmm.
And for me, I always was like, I gotta work hard, I gotta work hard, I gotta work hard, because if I don't want to be in this situation because you cheating, had a baby on me, whatever, I'm good. I'm gone.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I was, I consider myself a workaholic, because if I want to leave, I can go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not good, because my work, it's not good because my work, how I worked, wasn't conducive to a dating life where he wanted to be with me. And
Understood.
looking back at it, it wasn't fair to him. And yeah, because I feel like in relationships, I kind of sometimes see the negative, like, or I'm always thinking of maybe the end.
Mm.
I'm always
Mm.
so because I tell them off rip. Like, if because I believe people can fall in love with people all the time. So if it's ever a moment where you say, I just don't want to be with you anymore, just tell me that. You ain't gotta call me, just text me. Say, Misha, I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, and I would be totally okay. Meaning, I may cry or get emotional, but I don't want to have a closure conversation with you. I don't want to have none of that. I'm a move on.
Facts.
And so, and
I'm
I
with you when you're right now.
and I grew up on reality TV. So when I watch like Basketball Wives and other, like I was referring to earlier, I'm watching Basketball Wives and stuff like that, and you see these women with these matches, and then they stay with these men who have babies on them and cheated on them, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have a side chick," and they're staying with them because they not only are they taking care of them, but they're taking care of their families off of this man's money. That will never be me. I'm never sticking around for that. Now,
Understand. I understand. I overstand actually.
would
And
you say allow me to be soft?
yes, listen, I've been in um I'm married now,
Hmm.
but there is a time where I was purposefully not dating because
Oh,
I wanted to date me. I wanted to
okay.
take me out. I wanted to go on a cruise with me, myself, and I. I wanted to go, look at you for what? Don't bother me. I'm in my space. So
Right.
I think that that is extremely important because it helps you to learn who you are, to learn what your boundaries are, to learn what your triggers are, to learn um, during that time. What I learned most is my relationship with God. That's what I learned
Mm,
most. And so I don't, and I found peace. And so I'm not willing to give up my peace for anybody or
uh,
anything.
non-negotiable.
Mm-mm. It's non-negotiable. It's
Hmm.
non-negotiable. I have a saying, and I just said it earlier, and it's true. If I can tell my mother no, and if I can tell my children no, anybody else is easy. And no is a complete sentence. Mm-mm. I don't have to explain myself.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. And peace taught me that. So, as you were talking, I thought you're 25. I'm 52. I'll be
Mm,
53 in October. It's something about those milestones in life where you're sure of what you're sure of. And
mm,
I'm sure of what I'm sure of now. You can't sway me on that.
yeah.
Now you can help. Uh, I don't like the word constructive criticism. If you've taken enough time to construct something critical about me or that you've seen, then you absolutely have to give me a tool to fix it.
Hmm.
If you don't give me the tool to fix it, you telling me you saw something in me that needed work. I I could give you a whole bunch of stuff that need work. How are you
Hmm.
gonna help me? What are you
Oh,
gonna help me with? So I think as a society, we need to stop being so constructive of the criticism and help give one another tools, and most especially these children in our community,
yeah.
tools to help get through, get them through living.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I thank you for that. I thank you.
Thank you for
I'm
having me.
if I can get married, um, it's somebody out here for you. If God molded him and shaping him now, so that when he understands what prize he have, when he asks you to be his wife, because it's a big deal. It's a
So I,
very big deal.
so I hear.
Yes, it is. And if he don't know that it's a big deal, then stay over there and let God keep working on you because it's a
Okay.
big deal. I thank you. I thank you. I thank
Thank
you.
you for having
My pleasure. And again, I thank you for the private encouragement that made this night and this live possible.
me. No problem. We
Is
all got something to share. Let's help somebody else.
yes, ma'am. Um, did Miss Lisa say she wanted to be on live?
You know what? I don't even think I asked her. I
Okay.
got distracted. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna put her on the spot. I'm not gonna put her on the spot. I didn't ask her. So I won't put her on the spot this time. But and Miss Lisa, for all of y'all that are live, Miss Lisa is the cheer what
Cheer administrator.
a cheer administrator. She does a fabulous job. Listen, let me
Awesome.
let me just say this out loud too. This whole cheer and football paperwork,
Ah,
uh, get these children registered and knowing their names and knowing what parents they go to, I still don't know. And I've seen these kids since they was little and they big now. And so to these administrators to know and put all this paperwork together, kudos to y'all. Every soccer, every coach mom and coach dad, kudos to y'all. Kudos, kudos, kudos. And that's for me. Is it anything you want to leave with the people?
No, I think you asked everything.
Okay.
I
All
think.
right. Well, pri- well, you're more than welcome to always come back. This will
Thank
not
you.
be your last time coming. Anytime
Oh.
you want to come by
You're not
and,
tired of me yet?
huh?
You not tired of me yet?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I seen my I pulled out my Saints shirt for life the other day. No, I'm a Saint for life.
Okay.
I didn't put on my necklace. But no ma'am. Not tired at all. We got a lot of work to do. As
Hmm.
long as there's work to do in the community, we won't get tired.
Absolutely not.
Nope. Peace. Y'all have a wonderful night and see y'all soon. I didn't advertise this one, so maybe I advertise the next one. Who knows? Who knows? God bless. Live love.